Jacco, hi.
Hoi.
Fijn dat je er bent. We hebben Nienke.
Dank je, we zijn met z'n... Ja.
We zijn nu nog met z'n vieren. En Jasmijn daarbij is 5. En we kunnen het voorlopig nog eventjes in het Nederlands doen blijkbaar, want Jurjen komt er zo bij. En ik heb naast mij zitten Niels van de Nieuwe Harmonie. Niels, wellicht dat jij jezelf even kunt introduceren.
Nou kort, ik heb verschillende bedrijven. Eén doet het behoud van monumenten en bijzondere locaties. De Nieuwe Harmonie is zo'n locatie, daar zijn we bezig die op te lossen door werkgelegenheid te creëren, opleidingen voor vluchtelingen. En het tweede bedrijf wat ik heb is ouderenzorg, Cordialis. Dat kan je ook op de website vinden. Cordialis houdt zich met het welbevinden van ouderen. En ouderen zijn dan mensen boven de 65 bezig, die gewoon leuk oud willen worden. En daar ook dagbesteding kunnen vinden en bezig willen zijn.
En Niels dacht, ik ben toch in Utrecht, dus ik haak gewoon hier aan. Dat kan ook.
Ja, dan kan ik het zien, dan kan ik het een beetje meemaken. En dan weet ik ook wat ik daar in de Nieuwe Harmonie op poten kan en moet of ook niet moet zetten.
Nou, hartstikke fijn dat je erbij bent. De rest heeft het verhaal allemaal wel een keer gehoord. Dus in dit geval zal voor jou het meest nieuw zijn. En ik hoop dat er zo nog wat extra mensen bij komen, inderdaad. We hebben vandaag geen thema, omdat het de allereerste keer is, de allereerste hangout is. En we dachten, we gaan gewoon kijken wat voor vragen erop komen, wie erop afkomen, et cetera. Er is wel een hoop belangstelling, niet iedereen kan vandaag, maar er is in ieder geval een hoop belangstelling, wat natuurlijk hartstikke leuk is. Wat ik graag met jullie wil doen is in ieder geval aan de hand van een presentatie, die gebruiken we zo eventjes als leidraad. En vul vooral ook aan waar jullie dingen hebben opgestoken tijdens de Global Meetup bijvoorbeeld. Want ook dit is een co-creatie wat mij betreft. Ik ga eventjes het scherm delen. Zijn er nu al vragen vooraf?
It's an idea to do it in English, so our English viewers, when they are watching this on YouTube,
Yeah,
will understand
that's a
as
good
well.
idea. That's a good idea. So switching to English right now because we are live on YouTube, correct. Are there any questions at this moment already? Do you want to ask any specific questions? Jacco?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. So
Yes.
let's share the screen. And let me share this one. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So taking you through this short presentation that I also use for corporates, etc. So it might not be applicable to everybody, but definitely to corporates, to places where people meet. Because that is what Seats2meet does. It's not a management tool, it's a tool, a software tool to create a culture with and to accelerate serendipitous encounters. Not sure if everybody is familiar with the phenomenon of serendipity. Serendipity is the effect you have when you are looking for something and you don't exactly find that, but you find something else that is relevant to you and something very unexpected. That is serendipity, and that is exactly what we are trying to cultivate with Seats2meet. Sounds a bit abstract maybe, but we'll get through this and then hopefully you will understand. This is a picture, as most of you know, this is a picture taken here in the Seats2meet.com location. And this is the way people meet here and people work together and people co-create. So looking at a little bit of history and where the roots come from. There's a lot of noise somewhere in the background. Looking at the world today, there is a lot of things. There are a lot of things changing at the moment. We are in a period that you know, we're heading towards, or we're already in the middle of a sharing economy, a collaborative economy, a fourth industrial revolution, whatever you want to call it. But these are busy times and very challenging times also. And the chief economist of Google said this: in the late 20th century, a multinational company. Early 21st century will be the age of micro multinational, small companies of operate globally. Technology makes the world very small to us at one moment, you know, and it also creates a lot of opportunities for us. And this is called a honeycomb. It's from an American guru called Jeremiah Owyang, and he owns companies. And he advises corporates how to deal with these changing times. And you can clearly see that in all fields within society, there are a lot of things happening. There are a lot of new initiatives, a lot of cooperations, a lot of collaborative things, a lot of things that themselves, the power comes from the people now. And people are setting up disruptive initiatives, therefore shaking up the whole kind of conservative world. So people are challenged, and corporates are challenged also to change something to stay relevant in this fast-changing world. So what does Seats2meet do, looking at times like this? We facilitate meeting spaces. We facilitate places where people meet. And how do we do that? We have our roots in hospitality and in co-working centers. And from that situation, we created a software that makes knowledge and talent visible. So we make that visible in the location where you're at, so that you connect easily as a user. You can connect easily with other people and start collaboration. So you can share your knowledge and at the same time gather strength from working. So we connect people, and one of the best things, one of the best components from that is what we call the serendipity machine. It's a very smart algorithm which introduces you dynamically to other people that are relevant. And that is exactly what I meant by cultivating serendipity. So how does it work? There's an app which tells you where to go in case you're searching for a specific type of knowledge or talent. And welcome back, Jasmijn.
Yes, thank you.
It's getting crowded in here and kind of warm as well.
Take your coat off, it's really fun.
So what's happening? You have the app, you're looking for a specific type of knowledge. Let's say you want to write a WordPress blog and you have you need more knowledge about WordPress and you're looking for somebody like that. Or let's say you want to know about finance for elderly people or something else. Then you can search within the Seats2meet network for these people. And as I said, the serendipity machine, each time you check into one of the locations where the Seats2meet software is hosted, you get dynamically introduced by the software to people that are relevant to you. So this is perfect to open up and to get connected to a network that is international by now. Find the right people. And actually it works for all places where people meet, whether it is a co-working center or a corporate. We have several examples of corporates that have opened their doors. For example, an insurance company, Achmea, they have created an innovation lab where they invite their stakeholders, so both of their employees and their customers, to work together and to create to gather new ideas and to create new business, new value that way. But it also works for libraries, for example, for schools, etc., etc. So it looks a little bit like the pyramid of Maslow, well known probably to most of you. Of course, there's another layer beneath this pyramid, actually, where people need safety and where people they look for shelter to feel good, and that's when you can offer them a space like that. They can start connecting with other people, feeling safe to open up, to share their knowledge, to share their trust, etc. Once connected, they can start collaborations, and you know, that's a way they can join forces also. So they can create teams, for example, to offer their services to a client, because nobody can do everything on his own. So they find people that complement them. And this way, of course, you can imagine that people can transform into the best version for themselves, of themselves, but also for themselves, which is very important because that's our highest goal. That is, we want to facilitate people in growing, in evolving, in becoming the best version of themselves, for themselves. Not for us, for themselves. Any questions so far? Not really. I don't think so. So, has anybody else joined us in the meantime?
No, I think you can see down there.
Yeah.
I tried to contact responded.
Okay, they haven't responded.
So I think just go on.
Yeah.
Just,
How
just go on.
Okay, good. So how does it work as a corporation? You know, because what you see, all these initiatives, and you know, what if people, technology basically cuts out the middleman, and what if people get from each other what they need instead of needing your company, what your company provides? There's only one thing, like I explained for Achmea already. You can find a quote of Sylvia Onos here, the program manager of Achmea. If you can't beat them, join them. I think that's not based on fear, but it's based on common sense. Through the centuries, people that have evolved, that have adjusted best to changing times, you know, those are the ones to survive. And as I said, Achmea created an innovation lab, opened their doors basically, and said everybody who wants to work here can work here. And from that comes innovation. And it also takes the employees out of their we're losing now. I think. It also takes employees out of their, you know, people get stuck in patterns. It kind of blocks creativity. So this opens up creativity. So how do you become and stay relevant then as a corporation? By opening your doors, we think, from outside. With great new initiatives like Airbnb, etc. You survive by generating new ideas and immersion, generating new business, generating new value. And okay, Jasmijn, you did a great job translating this presentation. Facilitate cross-pollination and acceleration. I understand acceleration, but
Cross-pollination is exactly the same as the Dutch version, but
Yeah,
it's just that two different people can all have influence on each other.
okay,
And
this
inspire
is
each other
the
with
kind
their-
of incubation effect you get.
Yeah.
So that is exactly what it is. Has anyone of you seen these movies videos? Jurjen, have you seen them before?
Sorry, what did we have seen? These movies
Have
or?
you seen, have you seen any videos before?
I'm not sure which one I've seen yet.
Okay.
I saw multiple movies.
Okay. I will start one of them.
There's no
Oh.
link in there.
Apparently there's no link. No, this was just to underline the Lab 55 at Achmea and the opening and how dynamic a meeting space like that can be. So are there any questions so far? Because of course we have a future plan, and this includes me as well. So I'm trying out what works well here. What do you think so far? Is this clear to you?
Maybe one thing that would be important to discuss is where is the role for ambassadors in our future? How do we see them as part of our growth model?
Yeah, that's a good point. As you know, Seats2meet is all about social capital. The original business model was based on a balance of social capital and monetary capital. And it's a proven concept as well, because we let the Erasmus University in Rotterdam, we let them conduct the research, and it pays off. Sharing pays off. Basically, the conclusion here. Because the monetary part is where we have meeting spaces here in the co-work center in, for example. But on the other hand, we have the big lounge where people work on a daily basis, and they pay in social capital. And social capital means as much as, yes, you can have coffee, yes, you can have lunch at this point, but you have to contribute to the network. So what we ask of everybody is, how can the Seats2meet ecosystem work for you? What can you do for the Seats2meet ecosystem? Can you contribute with your expertise? So we ask all these people to be open to connect to other people and to share their knowledge. That is what social capital is about. Is this new to you, Niels, or is this the...
No.
No, this is not new.
No, I don't know it. So, and
Good.
we have, like, I take care of relevant locations. So I have a couple of those locations. And
Yeah.
one of them is the New Harmony, and that's why we are trying to see how can we fill it up and how can we get
Yeah.
it going.
Great, great. Because that's exactly what we do. We want to be a facilitator. We do not want to be...
A leading role in this.
No, exactly. We don't
development.
want to fill everything in. We want to let the network basically, how would you say that?
Organically grow by
Yeah.
itself and not, play too active a role in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and this in the relevant location, the New Harmony, it's happening that 4 months ago we started to say this is a working place, but also a learning place for people coming from Syria who want to go back to Syria again.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have the okay from both government and from the owner. So now it's the next step. How can we get it all going?
Yes.
So
And
we
this
need
is
a lot
all
of
about
people to
integrating
help and
people,
integrating people.
making them
Making
connect.
them feel comfortable, making them learning. We learn what they know.
Mhm.
We learn them what we know. We get help also to learn other things. And we give them a chance to create a new future in their future locations, which will be where houses are now.
Yeah, exactly. That's a beautiful initiative. First of all, we might have an interesting product for you in the near future. I'm not sure if Lennik already told you about it, Secret Locals, but we'll get into that a little bit later. What we ask from people love the concept. Many people love the concept, want to contribute actively. What our mission is to scale the network now as soon, both quantity but also in quality, so that we can make more relevant matches. Our software can make more relevant matches, so that people feel even more empowered by the matches they get offered. And they're not only being matched to other people, but also to relevant locations. So at one point you have the app, and you can say, okay, today I'm working on this and that, and I need marketing knowledge, for example. And the app will point you to the location, to the nearest location, to find a person with that knowledge. So it's very not about only matching people with people, but it's also about matching people with relevant locations, matching people with the right events. Hi, Sandrine.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
People to the right books, to the right questions. Possible within the network to ask questions. And if a question pops up that relates to you as a person, to what you do, then you get the question gets directed to you, and you're asked to participate. So it's all about, it's all about the reciprocity as well.
But the good thing is, I come from Scandinavia. Scandinavia, we work a lot more with the talents of people, and not what the people do not know. So
Exactly,
here I have
yeah.
always the feeling you work with people, and everybody wants to teach some people what they don't know, whereas in Scandinavia, you learn to use the talents of the people, and it makes everybody happy, of course.
Yeah.
And that's what you combine, and that is what I read also in Seats2meet.
Good. Good. Yeah.
And of course, the focus will still be on what you don't know, because it's also a kind of community where you can learn from each other.
Well, we formulate in Norway, we formulate our goals. So my goal is to take care of people who have what you call in Holland a handicap, and elderly people who are not as strong as they were when they were 20. So we have a common goal. That's why the whole company started. We have a goal to make elderly people feel comfortable, homely, and take care of them. And that is the common goal, which everybody then follows, and everybody puts in their effort, their talent, what they know, in order to make this happening. And then it happened.
Yeah. That sounds good. And of course, I mean, within Seats2meet, we also believe in lifelong learning. That's exactly why we want, you know, we are looking for people to evolve.
That's why we are nervous sitting here with this is something
That's why we're
new.
trying out things.
This
Second
is
time will be better. That's why we're trying out things outside of our comfort zone. So yes, we're providing more support for people to develop their talents and skills and knowledge. And we are looking forward to, because we see co-working as a movement. And even though there are great places, you know, that you can co-work, like here in Utrecht, for example, we see a future where co-working is possible everywhere. And if that's the case, then the co-working centers also, it's also interesting for them to look for added value to offer. And Sandrine, you just joined us.
Yes, hello. Do you hear me?
Hi.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we just went quickly through a presentation that I will share with you later,
Okay.
which kind of speaks for itself, basically, about you know, what Seats2meet is, where we come from, and where we're heading. That's basically it. So from here on, I'm open for all questions, and don't know, what kind of questions do you have? Why did you want to join the hangout?
I have a question, but do you hear me? I don't know. Is it okay?
We can hear you. Maybe speak a little bit. There's some background.
I don't know if you mentioned it already, but actually, so I had one of the first co-working space in Paris, and now I stopped managing one, and I go to consulting, and so I am in contact with location that may be, and I would like to have, and I would like them to use Seats2meet. One question I have was, I wasn't very clear about the free co-working space. Do they have to offer free co-working spaces to use your? I know it's great, but I want to be sure it was compulsory or not compulsory. I wasn't sure about that.
Now
I wasn't sure about what to offer. You know, what to tell them. You know, what do you have to offer? How much it costs? What do I get?
Yes. Just before you joined us, Sandrine, I explained a little bit about kind of the old business model, where we had the co-working center as the social capital part and the meeting spaces as the monetary part. But we developed the software from there and decided that you know, now you're able to use this software basically in all places where people meet, whether that is a co-working space or a shopping mall or an airport or a hospital, a library, whatever, wherever. And so that is basically, you do not need to adopt the business model of Seats2meet, the old business model. The new business model is based on a license fee per month.
Okay, okay. That's what I had.
So that is a very simple business model. It's 99 euros per month per location to host the software. On the user side, it's completely free. So the apps that people can download are free.
Okay. Okay, and then the ambassador, they get, tell me again so that I can write it down. What do they get? No, I know it's just to sum up. It's not that I'm only interested in the money, just to remember.
Oh, I understand what you mean now.
Yeah.
There's a free trial of 2 months for the location that hosts the software. There's a free trial of 2 months, and then after that you can, they start paying the license fee. And as an ambassador, you will get 50% of the first 6 months of the months where they start paying.
Okay, I understand.
But also, I think more importantly is that you are connected to a worldwide network of hosts and ambassadors, and
Correct.
that really unleashes so many opportunities for you to connect to people somewhere else. I really see it as, I work at Seats2meet International, but no matter where I go, I will always be able to contact an ambassador or a host and just, have something to talk about and something to share simply because we are in this together.
Yeah, no.
It helps you, your professional network, your personal network. I think that for me would be the main driver to become an ambassador, but obviously there's also a financial incentive.
No, it's not that I'm only driven by the the money part. It's
I know
just
you're not.
help you get new location. I mean, in this.
Yeah. New locations is definitely one of our focus points at this moment. But what Jasmijn says is perfectly right. It's a network tool kind of for yourself as well. Being able as a business consultant, the way I see you, Sandrine, at this moment. You're a business consultant and you're able to offer something else to your clients. And that kind of connects them to you. So it makes the connection between you and your client stronger, because whenever there is something with Seats2meet, or they want to know something, they get back to you. So it's an extra connection you have with your client. And it's a platform also where you can. It's also a platform where you can express yourself profileren, where you can
position yourself.
Yeah, where you can position yourself and your business proposition, where you can find people that have experience already in running a Seats2meet place or being in a Seats2meet network, present already for a long time. So it gives you all kinds of.
So you can develop your own talents.
Yeah.
By using the knowledge of others.
Correct.
Okay.
That's right. Thank you.
And I don't really, right now I don't have a location. So I tried to test it, but it quickly asks you about your location.
Where do you live?
In Paris.
We will think about a location in Paris.
What you can do, if you want to test it for yourself, you can start your own location and put a name as Test Paris or something, and then have it closed so that nobody else is not visible for anyone else, but you're able to look around the pool and kind of use it. I think we actually have that environment as well for ambassadors.
Yeah, we do. We have the Seats2meet Ambassadors Club. And for people that want to offer Seats2meet but do not have their own location, and this gives you access. Can give you access by putting you in this club. Give you access to the management environment that a location owner sees as well. So if you have to be able to support a client that runs the Seats2meet software, you have access to the same part as well, so you understand.
Okay.
Understand what
I wasn't sure this one because they asked me for. I filled it and they asked me for my location. So.
And what kind of questions do they ask you? The locations. What are they troubling? What are they struggling with?
No, I don't remember, but I wasn't sure it was the good way for me. It was for me to test because I wasn't working from a location. So. And I didn't want to register as a As a co-worker in Utrecht, I wanted to connect as a manager
Okay.
or as an ambassador more.
So, but I think you are in this Seats2meet Ambassador Club, Sandrine. You have a Seats2meet profile, and when you click on your picture on the right top of the page, right
So where
corner of the page. Thank you.
Then if you scroll down, there should be Ambassador Club, the tab somewhere in your menu.
Correct.
If it is not, be sure to send one of us an email, because then we can add you, but I think you should be in there. And also, what I will be working on is making manuals to explain how certain things work. So, for example, creating an account, how does that work? What kind of information do you need? And that will just be very simple YouTube videos, which will also then help you to explain to others, to explain to new locations how they can board their location, what kind of information they need. So without you actually having a location yourself, you will still be able to explain it to them.
Yeah, correct. So what is it we're doing right now within international? The main focus is on the ambassador network for the international locations. There's a lot of tooling that is being developed at the moment to help to support hosts and ambassadors. Another project we're working on right now is Seats2meet for events, which is still a very basic. It's a very basic version of the software of the serendipity machine that we can use for events. And what happens is that all the contestants they register, but it's not a registration tool like Eventbrite or Meetup. But they simply register with their Seats2meet profile, make themselves known, and what follows is that the software matches you to other relevant attendees. So that's a real icebreaker, and it really opens up your event, because otherwise it's the speaker on stage, for example, that keeps on sending. And this really activates people to start a conversation together. So that is, and you can actually invite people by sending them a meet request, or you can start a chat, or you can even ask questions during the event within the event environment. So what that does is that it makes the event much more relevant. It really opens it up, and you can find out who else is listening to the same keynote speaker or who is interested in the same topics there. So that is one thing we're working on. We have had a few pilots by now. You learned a lot from that also, and we will take it from there now and further develop the software. So that is one thing. Another project we're working on is Seats2meet for locals, which might be interesting for you, Niels. Have you heard of it before?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh. That's good. Anybody else heard of it before?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and Kieran as well.
I have to go, sorry, but I have a next appointment at 3. So
thank you for coming.
enjoy.
Thank you so much, Arian.
Yeah, sure. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Seats2meet for locals is interesting as it's all based on the same principle. It's all based on the same algorithm. And what it does, it's like Airbnb for
Workspaces.
locals, for workspaces at home. So it makes it it's a very accessible tool. You can invite, as a user, you can invite someone in your home. Somebody can send you a request. You have to accept that first, and then you can invite that person within your home. That also works not only for homes, but also for Shavari.
I think.
Hello? Hello? Do we have a connection with Bangalore already? Shavari?
Hello.
Hello? Is this Shavari?
Hi, this is Sharvari.
Shavari.
I
Hi.
think it's your webcam.
Hi. From Pawan's team.
Yes. Do you have the webcam on?
I'm facing some problem with that.
Ah, okay.
Ah.
No problem. We can just continue like this, and then if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Fair enough. So we're just giving an update now on what we are doing at Seats2meet International, what kind of projects are running at the moment, and you were just talking about Seats2meet for locals.
Seats2meet for locals, correct. And it's very accessible, basically. And it also allows, for example, co-work spaces or other places to open up, give a few seats for free, as in the social capital, to give to, for example, the refugees, migrants that you want to help integrate within our society. So I think that's a very interesting project for you as well.
I think the whole location, the Harmony, fits very well.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. I think so too.
I mean, in essence, any location fits very well, but some locations do better than others.
Perfect location. It's a big
and I think also what would be nice to talk about is Nienke. She's working on the video right now. I will post some more information about that in the newsletter. She's working on a blog, but maybe you want to tell us what the video is about?
Yeah, I think we're also working a lot about telling the story more clear and make everything more touchable. And in the beginning, Miriam was telling about serendipity. And we're now planning to make a video and ask everybody to make a video of themselves and explain the situation where they had experienced serendipity, so where they had this unexpected relevant meeting. You will find this on the Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on everywhere, and in the newsletter what Jasmine is saying. And we are asking everyone to explain their own experience with serendipity.
Yeah, so these are real examples from daily practice, real examples, people saying, I have met, for example, my investor or my colleague, or you know, just to explain a little bit more what serendipity is, because not everybody.
Make it more. It sounds
make it more touchable.
Yeah, make it more tangible, indeed, because it's a very big concept, and everyone kind of has their own idea with it. And I mean, we facilitate serendipity, but if people don't understand what serendipity is, then you have a problem.
Most people know it; they just don't know what how to name it. Yeah.
So I think it's very nice.
I think everybody has examples.
And because we're growing so internationally, it's really cool if we can have videos from all over the world. You know, people in Australia or in Japan saying, I met my business partner or my colleague or my accountant in all these random places. That really gives you the feeling of, you know, serendipity is everywhere, and what is serendipity.
And that it's different for everyone. And to show that it can be different for everyone.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Shawari, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, good. So can you tell us a little bit about the situation in Bangalore, maybe?
So, ours is a maker space rather than a co-working space, but still it allows a co-working member to come there and work. And we are running a few programs in our space for makerpreneurship. And yes, so meets like these for exclusively for co-working spaces are very few to find in Bangalore. So, so maybe I think if we join, okay, so from Seats2meet, I actually hope to find few people, new people, and a new circle for a co-working and for networking for our space. So let's see, I'm hopeful.
Well, you found a few people today already. So workbench projects, that's the name, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And what exactly do you do?
Me or workbench projects?
Mm-hmm.
So at workbench projects, we have a special co-working space. Then we have some fabrication tools like CNC machine or 3D printing, then the laser cutting, then you say a workshop, then the electronics. Then we provide a mentor pool for people who want to make something, develop their products. So basically, we support prototyping and little bit of co-working.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have any questions for us, Shari, at this moment? Because you
Yeah. So,
a bit late.
uh,
Went through some
mm-hmm.
things already.
Sorry.
We went through some things already. So do you have any specific questions for us we can ask you?
Uh, yeah. So just wondering, like, what is the way forward for a makerspace? And if you people work with makerspaces and anything that we can do together, any program that can be launched.
Yes, definitely. We do have maker spaces within our network, so you can. You're connected to the Seats2meet network already, so you will be able to look on, on knowledge or skills or certain keywords you can put in to the search, and then you can find places like that. I will ask around as well and see if we can connect you to anybody in specific.
But maybe also the project, the Permanent Future Lab concept is very nice as well. So right now we're sitting in a box, but the box is inside a room. And this room is filled with robots and all these really cool technology things that people themselves from the community bring in, and that they can then you can take apart, take a look at it, build on it, those kind of things. And it's actually really well. There are now a couple of locations in the Netherlands, really inspired on the social capital, sharing ideas on Seats2meet values. And we were just talking to somebody, and she told us that there is a project going on, just various people who didn't know each other, who then decided, okay, let's open source a robot and make various parts, and then deliver that part to someone else. So they make an arm, and then they bring it to somebody else's house, and that person then makes the head, and then the next person breaks the other arm or something. But so you do see that co-working and the ideals and ideas that we have at Seats2meet can be intertwined with physical makerspace kind of locations. So maybe it would be interesting to connect her to somebody in the Future Lab. And
You just missed Jurjen, who was joining the conversation as well, and he's very much involved in the permanent. One of the founders. So
I can connect you to two Fab Lab in Paris.
Okay.
It could be fun. There is one person who is managing the Fab Lab in Paris is a woman too, so that's also original for Fab Lab. So the name of the site is Woma, like woman but without an N. It's like working, I guess. So the site is WOMA.fr.
Okay.
And the girl, her first name is Delphine. You can check on internet and find her name. Delphine from Roma, and you can maybe contact her. But she won't know about Seats2meet, but she will know about Sandrine. So.
Okay. Great. You can connect the two of you, Shawari and Sandrine, to exchange some more information probably.
Fun.
Find each other within the Seats2meet network, of course. So what would it be, Sandrine? What is it you think that the Seats2meet ecosystem can do for you? What do you see as an added value?
Well, actually, for me right now, personally, it's a bit difficult because I stopped from working for 6 years completely about creating my co-working space and managing it. And now I go into consulting, which is a completely different rhythm, and so actually I'm not managing, so I know a lot, I think, about co-working, and maybe I can be of use to others. But I think to me it's interesting to see what's going on in your country, because you are far advanced to, and I'd like to bring this to France, and maybe the serendipity example can be of help. I guess it's in English, I guess, but not in. I think it's not in Dutch. If it's in English, it would be perfect.
English, no worries.
In English.
No worries. Yeah.
I can use it, also in my contacts to clients, although nothing has been finalized yet. It's good to say that I'm connected to people like you in the Netherlands, which is like the Mecca of the in Europe.
Is it clear to you with the information we provide? Is it clear to you what Seats2meet is, what the possibilities are, how you can?
Yes, I tested for the location. I tested a bit like this, and I checked the videos and stuff. But when last time I went to the site, you remember, it was the day of your event, and I couldn't access to something, so I have to go back again and to the ambassador page. I have to do this.
No problem, no problem.
And also in, although when you start a co-working space or you manage it, you really need info. Me right now, I don't think I need info. I just need clients, but
fair.
Okay. But can maybe help. I can maybe find. I don't know if you have other consultants like me that.
I was thinking the same. I was thinking if we can somebody else.
I am actually going to Paris at the end of this month for a couple of days, but we can sit down and brainstorm as well to see whether we can come up with an idea, and then maybe see whether we can. Yeah, so let's definitely have a coffee, and then it's nice.
What's your first name?
Yes, it's very difficult to pronounce.
G. J.
I think I sent you an earlier.
Jasmine?
Yes, correct.
What's his name? No, like Jasmine Naladin? Okay.
Yeah, I will send you an email.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Okay, great.
And Shawari?
Yes, I'm not really sure because there was some background noise, so I turned off the microphone. And Shawari, can you hear us?
No micro.
No.
Okay, because
I think you have to put her microphone on again.
Hello?
Otherwise we don't hear her.
Yes, we can hear. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
We can. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Shawari, what we like to ask you is to tell us as much as possible about the not right now, but to inform us about the Indian market and Bangalore specifically. And to tell us what you need to be able to spread the word on Seats2meet there.
I think there is some disturbance in the line.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hello?
Yes, hello. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you partially.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I will send you an email with that question.
Sure.
Okay. I think for now, does anybody have any more questions? Sandrine?
No. I'm happy right now. And
Good. You feel empowered?
Yeah. So, I want to say something that we. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
Miriam.
Hello.
Yes?
Yes.
My
Yeah.
name is
So
Miriam.
okay. So let's keep connected, and I think there is a lot of there are a lot of things that we can do together for the Indian market, because co-working is still in the nascent stage in India. Okay. So we are also planning for expansion. So let's see how we can go about it. And the thing is, if anyone is coming from some other country to India, who is a maker, so just wanted to brainstorm if we can support these kind of makers who are traveling. Okay, maybe from India to any other place, or from any other place in the world to India. So, do you have any thought about it?
I'm sorry, do you have any?
Any thoughts? Thought?
I think what you can definitely do is maybe put a request maybe in the blog or something to see if anybody is tell us a little bit about yourself there, and then see whether anyone is going to India and how they can contact you.
Hmm.
That would be the easiest way for now. And maybe also, are you in the group or in the?
Hello?
Yes.
Yep.
Shawari, are you in the Facebook group?
Yeah.
Ah, you are already.
Perfect. You can also ask yourself there whether anyone is in India or planning to go to India, whether anyone can, have a chat with you.
Hmm.
And I think Lenneke, our colleague Lenneke, is in close contact with Avan also.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, good. So there will be a connection there as well.
Yeah.
So do you have any other questions for us at this moment, Shawari?
Not right now.
Okay, perfect. Niels, do you have any other questions?
What's the next step?
What's the next step? The next step is as in the next hangout or the next team or
For
the
example,
yeah. Well, I think this was the very first hangout, so I think it was quite successful after a few technical issues. We will now pick back, evaluate, and have a new date for the next one, and maybe put a theme to it. Are there any themes that you can come up with right now that you would like to see?
well, it's very active. With the people coming from Syria and everywhere, it's happening a lot. So
Yeah,
if
okay.
we can, exactly, if we have next week on the site, on the location, it's a big location. So we expect to host about 100 people.
Okay.
That means a lot of organization. Now I can imagine that this kind of organization can help the people who want to react, who will react.
Yeah, definitely.
So you can put in a case. Case you will.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
works and what doesn't.
yeah, definitely. Okay. So yeah, we discussed some concrete steps there from you know from a specific point of view here, and maybe that will be the next theme for the next hangout, or
Part
we'll
of
see.
the
Yeah,
discussion.
part of the discussion next time. So every first Tuesday, and we will every first Tuesday of the month, and we will send you the next invite.
And hopefully
Sure.
we will learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
So if there are no more further questions, I think we could leave it at this.
I think
Yeah.
we got it here.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for coming.
Bye bye.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.